Hello everybody, welcome to my class, and this is the last part of the equation of straight lines from grade 11. And you can see here the topic is that equation of bisector of two given lines that contains the origin. Alright, so here we have this sort of problem that we'll do in shortcut and in simple way, but this is important to understand the detailed significance of this sort of problem. So before I go to solve this problem in short, let's have some graphical representation and some further details or in depth about this sort of problem, so that your concept will be clear. So let's see the problem now. Again, find the equations of bisectors of the angles between the lines 4x plus 3y minus 6 equals to 0 and 5x plus 12y plus 9 equals to 0. And then also you have to identify the bisector of the angles containing the origin. Alright, so here in this case, firstly we have to find the angle of equations of bisectors of the angle between these two given lines, and then we have to identify the bisectors of the angle containing the origin. So first of all, let's in order to understand, although this is not the part of this question, but for better understanding, let's draw the graph for these two lines, given straight lines. So in order to use the Desmos graph, you have to convert the equation in terms of y equal to mx plus c, like this. Here y equal to minus 4 by 3x plus 2, and here it is, when you convert that into y equal to mx plus c, it is y equals to minus 5 by 12, and there should be x. Okay, x minus 9 by 12. So if you go to the Desmos graph, and when you type this line in the form of y equal to mx plus c, you will have two lines this, and you need to find the line of bisector. For example, this is the bisector of these two angles, these vertical angles between the given lines in the red color as well as in the blue color. And also you have to find the another bisectors of the obtuse angle. You can see here. All right, so one is acute, another is obtuse, otherwise both can be the right angles. Okay, and then let's go back again to the problem. So here in this case, you can see here, like, yeah. So firstly, we know that we can write, we know the equations of bisector, equations of the bisectors so equations of the bisectors, we know that this is a1x plus b1y plus c1 by under the root a1 square plus b1 square equals to, and you have here plus sign and minus sign, and then you have, it is a2x plus b2y plus c2 divided by under the root a2 square plus b2 square. Okay, so here you can see here that a1x means a1 means 4 and x, and then this is b1 and this is c1. Here 5 is a2, 12 is b2, and 9 is c2. So just put back all these values, then you will have equation like this. So it is a1 means it is just the line. If you write it over, then all the value will be plugged in. So it is 4x plus 3y minus 6 over, you can see a square means under the root, it is a square means it is 4 square, that is 16, and b1 square means it is 3 square, that is 9, and this is equals to plus minus of this line, it is 5x plus 12y and then plus 9 over it is under the root. This is a value and this is b value. 12 is, so it is 5 square is 25 and then 12 square is 144. It's okay. Let's write once again one more step here. So it is 4x plus 3y minus 6 over it is under the root of, this is 16 plus 9 is 25 and the square root of 25 is 5, and then it is plus and minus of, it is 5x plus 12y plus 9 and divided by, this is 25 plus 144, if you add up this is 169, so this is the square of 13, so a square of 13 means a square and square root cancel out, you will have here 30. So here one time if you take positive sign, you will have equation of one bisector, and another time you take first positive and then another negative, then you will have the equation of another bisector of the angle. But at this time, before I go to find both lines together, so we'll do this work to identify the bisector of the angle containing the origin. All right. So in this case, what you can see is that firstly, so here origin means the point 0, 0. Okay, that is the 0 point. That means its x value is 0 and y value is also 0. All right. So here, if you put x equal to 0 in this equation, it's going to be 0 plus 0 and minus 6 equals to minus 6, and this is less than 0. It's okay. And here in this case, if you put 5 times 0, then this is 0 plus 12 times 0, this is 0, and then this is plus 9 equals to 9, and this is bigger than 0. So in these two equations, you can see that the signs are opposite here when you put the value of origin. It's okay. So in that case, you have to choose in the left side as positive sign and in the right side as the negative sign of the given equation, because of the reason is that one time it is negative value, other time it is positive value, so signs are opposite here where O is contained, therefore we have to take opposite sign, first positive and second negative. And what happens in the graph also, you can see here in the Desmos graph is that, let's check it now. So where the which bisector is going to contain this origin. So let's do some work over here. Okay. So in this case, if you say the right side or upside of the line is positive, positive, all positive. Okay. This is all positive, all positive, all positive here. All right. So populate with positive sign, all positive. And yeah, its upper side is also positive, so you write down here positive for the blue color also, all positive upside, for the blue color upside all positive, so it is positive sign. Or also you can put negative side upside, only negative. Okay, in one side negative and another side you can put positive. So you can see all the points above or right side of the red line, red color line is positive we have taken, and also the upper side or right side of this blue color line we have taken as positive. And now you can take the another side as here like negative, downward. So downward side is negative, means you can take this negative, 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 and here also negative, negative, negative. So I'm talking of with respect to the red line, everything downward is negative. It's okay. Downward is negative. All right. About the line in color red. So all signs are the negative sign. All right. And yes, so we talk about the line for this. This is negative, and this is also negative. This is also negative, negative, negative. Everything you take below the blue line also. So these things are the negative, negative, negative. And For red, this is negative. Now what you can see here is that in this region, you can see all the signs are positive. That is for the both lines, there are the same sign, sorry, negative, same sign negative. And above this region here, above red line, and even for if you consider for the red and blue both lines, so here these are the region for the positive sign. So above this red line from here and here, and also above this blue line from here and here, so this area you can see has contained only positive and positive. So you can see here that both the equations having the same sign, plus plus, and here in this region you see both the equations have the same sign, that is negative and negative. And what you think between these two lines here? So it is positive and negative both, that is both the lines are showing direction opposite to each other, yes, or the region opposite to each other. And here also you can see this is the combination of positive and negative. And now when you go to this line here in this case, what happens then? Combination of positive and negative here means, that means one side you take positive, other side you take negative. Okay, and then let's go back to there. Yeah, so in this case we are taking one positive and another negative sign. That means what you will get, you will have, like, we are taking this positive and this negative, that means, and you multiply with 13, cross multiply with 13 and 5 here, so it is going to be 13 times of 4x plus 3y minus 6 equals to, if you cross multiply here to us right, so this is negative sign, keep it here, and this is 5, it will be cross multiplied here, so this is 5, and then negative sign we are taking to this side, and then this is 5x plus 12y plus 9, and then you solve it out, it is going to be 13 times 4 is 52x plus 3 times y is, which is equal to 0, and then it is, take out the 11 common and dissolve that to 0, then it is 11 7 just, so 7x plus this is 9y minus this is 3 equals to 0 is the bisector which contains origin. Contains origin, note that here contains origin doesn't mean that the origin lies on this line. Actually origin falls in the area of this line. It's okay. So by taking the opposite sign condition, in this case it gave us the bisector that whose region contains the origin, or the bisector is in the region of origin. So it is by condition of opposite sign plus minus or minus plus. So let's check back to the Desmos graph over here. So look at here there that this equation, if you convert into y equal to mx plus 3, for example, y equals to, this is minus 7 by 9 x, then this is, it will go here, so it is plus 3 by 7 by 9, then it is 3 by 9, that means 1 by 3 it is, and then you plot in the graph here, for example, yes, you can see this line, this bisector line of the angle between those two lines, actually it passes through the region positive and negative, and that contains the origin here. All right, so this way you can see in the graph as well. So we saw this line 7x plus 9y minus not 30, this is 3, minus 3 equals to 0 contains the origin by seeing in the region of opposite signs. So by taking the plus sign and the minus sign, we had got this equation of bisector that contains the origin. And now let's talk about the bisector which does not contain origin. Okay, so in this case, one line contains origin. It means that there is another line also that definitely does not contain the origin. So in that case, firstly we have taken first positive and then negative. Now we take both positive, that is both of the same sign. It is also possible that you take negative and negative or positive and positive. So at this time we are not complicating that, so we are just taking both of the same sign as the positive sign. So here if you take the positive and positive, then what happens? This is the 13, you cross multiply to the left side, it is going to be again 13, and then this is 4x plus 3y minus 6, and then 5 you multiply to the positive uh, sort of expression side, it is 5x plus 12y plus 9. And after that, let's continue from another side here. So if you multiply this 13 with 4, it is going to be again 52x. Then multiply 13 with 3, it is going to be 39y. And then minus 13 times 6 it is 78 again. And here there will be no sign change, just you multiply with 5. So 5 times 5 is 25x. And then it is plus 5 times 12 is 60y, right? And then we have again plus 9 times 5 is, it is 45. So you write here 45. And then you have 52 and 25. If you transpose to this side, it is going to be, or one step you can see also, 52 minus 25 x, and then plus you can write here 39y, and it is 60y in plus. So if you transpose here, it is 60y minus, and then it is minus 78, and then this is 45. If you transpose to here, it is going to be minus 45, or you can do this calculation directly also. So 52 minus 25 is 27x, and then it is 39, and then this is minus 60. So negative sign is bigger, so we put here negative sign, okay, because 60 is the negative sign bigger than this 39 positive sign. So it is 60 minus 40 is 20, so it is 39 only, so it's going to be 21y, and then both are minus, so they will be added with a negative sign. So 8 plus 5 is 13, and 7 plus 4 is 11, and 1 carried over, so it is 123 equals to 0. And then it is, if you have anything common, yes, 3 you can take common, so it is 9x minus 7y, and then 3 times 4 and 3 times 1, this is 0. If you would like to, so this is the equation of bisector which doesn't contain the origin. And up to now we have answered these questions. Find the equations of bisectors of the angle between the lines this and this. So we have one equation as this and another equation as this, and then it says that also identify the bisector of the angle containing the origin. Means we have already tested that 7x plus 9y minus 3 is the equation of bisector that contains origin. That means the another line, by taking both sign same, that is positive positive, we have 9x minus 7y minus 41, and this is the another line of the bisector which doesn't contain origin. Now if you'd like to see the sort of thing in the Desmos graph, you have to just convert that into y equal to mx plus c. So when you convert into y equal to mx plus c, it will be 9 by 7x and then minus 41 by 7. It's okay. So let's check back to the graph again here. So let's see here, 9 by 7, 41 by this. And if you plot the graph, yes, it will be, you could see here that this region and downside region where this line passes through is the equation of bisector that contains the origin, because there were opposite sign plus and minus together, plus and minus together. Yes, but towards other side there were plus plus, that same sign for the both lines, and there were also minus minus. That means negative negative are also the same sign. Yes, and that means that in this case, this line that just we have found just now, it doesn't contain origin, but the line which contain the opposite sign in this case, that contains the origin. So this way we answer this question. Okay, so now let's see this problem. We do this sort of problem in exam in a shortcut and simple way. So here in this case, you can see the question states that find the equation of bisectors of the angle between the lines 6x plus 8y minus 5 equals to 0 and 8x minus 6y plus 15 equals to 0. So here in this case, you have to also identify the bisector of the angle containing the origin. So you have two things to do. First, you have to find the equations of the bisectors. Those bisect the angle made by the first line and the second line, and also among them you have to identify that which bisector contains the origin. Contains the origin means origin doesn't lie on the bisector. In fact, this origin lie in the region of bisector, or the bisector lie in the region of the origin. So firstly, we check that sign of equation first. You can call this equation as 1 and this equation as 2. Alright. So in this case, why we are doing sign? Because sign will indicate that to which region which bisector is going to fall in. Alright. So first of all, you can see the value of C is -5. So here you sign check it as -5, or the given equation passes through 0 0, means if you are taking this equation like 6x, then 6 times of 0, plus 8y means 8 times of 0, and then minus 5. So in this case you have, it is -5, and this is less than 0 means this is negative. Alright, or if this is negative, then this quantity is less than 0. Now you take the second equation for the same point 0 0, which is the origin, and in this case you can see that the second line is 8x. So you write here 8 times of 0, and then this is minus 6 times of 0 plus 15 equals to 15, and this is bigger than 0. And in some way this is also possible that you always take the sign C as positive by taking the minus common, but at this time I am just doing by how it is given, so that you don't need to change any sort of sign for C. And here you can see that once you put the value of origin in equation 1, the sign is negative, and other time, and the same value if you have put in the second equation, the sign is positive. It indicates that, okay, in the left side, if that is positive, you have to take this is negative. Alright, negative sign. So therefore you can say, taking negative sign means towards the right side we are taking the negative sign. In that case, what we have actually, this is 6x plus 8y minus 5 equals to minus. So take care here, whenever you are taking minus, this is good to start the bracket, and minus it is 8x minus 6y plus 15.
And here you don't need to write this, because you can see in the numerator and denominator you have the same quantity, 6 squared 8 squared. Here it is plus, okay, here it is 8 squared plus minus 6 squared means 6 squared, so they are the same quantity, they got cancel out, so you don't need to write off here. And now solve it. It is 6x plus 8y minus 5. Now open the bracket. So when it is multiplied with minus sign, negative sign, then it is minus 8x, minus time minus is plus 6x 6y, and then minus time plus is minus, this is 15. Now let's solve it. It transpose all these towards the left side. It is 6 plus 8 is 14x, and then this is 8y, I think, yes, 8y. So it is 8y, and then if you transpose to the left, this is minus 6y, so it is 8y minus 6y is going to be, it is plus 2y, and this is minus 5, and if you transpose this to the left, it is going to be plus 15, so it is minus 5 plus 15 is plus 10 equals to 0. Now you can just eliminate the common factor over here, so you can see the common factor is 2 to all the terms. So if you take out common, then this is 2 times 7 is 14, so 7x, and then 2 is taken out, so it is y, and then 2 times 5 is 10, so right here 5 equal to 0. So which is the equation of the bisector that contains the origin. Okay, because we can see the condition for origin is because of this opposite sign, one is negative, another is positive. That's why we have taken positive sign from the left side and the negative sign from the right side, and then we have this equation, which is the equation of the bisector that contains the origin. So this way we found the bisector 7x plus y plus 5 that contains the origin. So definitely there will be the another bisectors equation, another bisector that will not contain the origin. So in this case you can say here that taking positive signs, okay, from the right side, the left side is already positive, we have taken positive sign or signs, you can write. So here we have 6x plus 8y minus 5 equals to, you don't need to change the sign here, so it is 8x minus 6y plus 15. Now what you can do, actually instead of transferring to the left, we can transfer that to the right, then it will be here 6x minus 8x, and transfer towards there, this is minus 6x, so this is going to be 2x, and now this is plus 8x, so it will be minus 8x towards the right side. This is 8 minus 6 is, it is going to be 14y, and this is plus, so another side will be, it is minus, so another side it will be plus, so 15 plus 5 is going to be, it is 20, and this side you have 0. Now let's take 2 0, then you have here x minus 7y plus 10 equal to 0, and this is the equation of another bisector of the angle between these two lines. So therefore first answer is this, and second answer is this, and also we have identified that the bisector of the angle containing the origin is 7x plus y plus 5. This way we can solve the problem in simple way. So let's see one more question on the same topic. So here we have obtain the equation of the bisectors of the angles between the lines 4x minus 3y plus 1, you call it as 1, and 12x minus 5y plus 7 equals to 2, that is 7 equals to 0 is equation 2, and prove that the two bisectors are right angle to each other. That means by using these two lines you will have two bisectors, and when you and then you have to prove that the angle between the two bisectors is 90 degree. That means they are right angle to each other. And then also identify the bisector of the angle containing the origin. Okay, the same questions. So firstly, you can start from anywhere, so better you go through this so that you can save time and space over here. So let's first talk about how to identify the bisector of the angle containing the origin. So here you can see here, this is 1 and 1. Okay, so about the origin, just like in the same just like we have done in the previous question. So here we put 0 0 in equation 1, so it is 4 times of 0 minus 3 times of 0 plus 1, and this is you have 1 which is bigger than 0. And in so this I have taken in the second first equation. Now in second equation you again put 0 0, and then you will see 12 times of 0 minus 5 times of 0 plus 7 equals to 7, which is again bigger than 0. So this case is a bit different. So you have seen that this is positive, this is positive, so we are talking of the same sign. Okay, same signs towards the both sides. So in this case, the bisector that contains origin will be given by this line and this line in the formula for the both side positive or both side negative. So definitely we will take both side positive. So first of all, what you write here, 4x minus 3y plus 1. So we are using the formula of bisector here. So it is 4 squared plus it is minus 3 squared, and then it is plus minus. We don't need to write plus, we have to write plus to the both side, because we have already seen that they have generated the same sign, that is plus and plus. That means origin lies in the region of the bisector that we find by taking the same sign, that is positive sign towards both the sides. So here in the another side we have 12x minus 5y plus 7, and then it is under the root of 12 square plus minus 5 square. So let's go further from here. It is 12 square and this is minus 5 square, that means 25, and 144 once is root 13. So at this point we have, if you cross multiply this, it is root 13, 4x minus 3y plus 1 equals to another side, this is 4 square. You can see it is 3 square, this is 25, a square root of 25 is 5, and you cross multiply to another side, then it is 5, 12x minus 5y plus 7. Alright, and after that you have, it is 13 times 4 is 52, and minus it is 60. Alright, so on solving them, it is 8x plus 14y plus 22 equals to 0, and now you can see 2 is common, so take out 2 common, and when you transfer cross multiply to the right side, that is going to be 0. So therefore you have, this is 4x plus 7y plus 11 equal to 0. So this way we have done two works. One, that we have found one of the bisector of this angle between these two lines 1 and 2, and also we have identified the bisector of the angle containing origin. So this is the equation of the bisector that contains the origin. So now by taking negative sign, okay, we have this equation. So look at here now. In the previous question we had taken opposite sign from both the sides, one side positive and another side negative, but here in order to find the equation of the bisector we took the same sign. It all depends on how the values of these two equations are after being put the value origin. In this case maybe there can be other point also that will be included, but here we talk about the point origin. So here in both the cases it was plus after putting 0 0, and it was plus 7 plus 1, so both were positive. That's why both the sides we took the positive sign here in order to find the equation of bisector that contains the origin. Yes, so here in this case we have already taken the same sign, that is positive and positive, to find the equation of bisector that contains the origin. But now we have to find the another equation of angle bisector, okay, so, that doesn't contain the origin. So in that case we are taking negative sign towards the right side, so we take the opposite sign, that means positive sign from the left side, that is already here. And after you solve it, our equation is like this. So therefore we answer this question up to that: obtain the equation of the bisectors of the angle between the line. So we have already calculated the equation of bisector of the angle between these two given lines. So this is the equation of another bisector. It's okay. And lastly, let's see that it says that prove that the two bisectors are right angle to each other. So this is the bisector that contains origin, and this is the another bisector. So just by observation also you can see that the 4 has been shifted to y, and the coefficient of y7 has been shifted to x over here, and there is sign change between the terms of x and y. So by observation also you can say that yes, these two lines are perpendicular to each other. And also you can go through the slope of the line. If you find product of slopes of these two lines, that is these lines of bisectors, is -1, that is -1, in that case also you can say that yes, these two bisectors lines are perpendicular to each other. So if you find the slope, first of all write in terms of y equal to mx plus c. So if you convert this into y equal to mx plus c, is going to be -4/7 and y -11/4. And then if you are going to convert that into y equal to mx plus c, it is going to be 7/4. Alright, it is I think it is 3. Yes, 7/4 and then plus 3/4. Alright, so here slope of first line you can call this as m1. You can see the coefficient of y gives a slope for the line in the form y equal to mx plus c. So it is -4/7. It's okay. And here if you are going to find slope, you call slope of the line 4, that is the another bisector line, it is x over here. So it is coefficient of x, so it is 7/4. So in each case you can see that coefficient of x is -4/7. So slope of the first bisector is if you call this bisector 3 as -4/7, and then slope of the another bisector is the coefficient of x, that is 7/4. So now you check m1 times m2. So here m1 is -4/7 times m2 is it is 7/4, and then you have seen that 7 and 7 they got cancelled out, and also 4/4. So one time, so it is going to be -1. And this is the condition that the two straight lines are perpendicular to each other. Therefore you can say that the lines of the bisectors make angle 90 degree to each other. Okay guys, hope this will help you solve further problem regarding the equation of straight lines. That is the further about the equation of straight line that we see in grade 11. So okay guys, this is all for now, and thank you for your patience.